Barnes and Leslie, kind of a numb Monday after all. You just heard in Sleaze these horrible celebrity deaths, all the Trump madness, the stuff with the Baldwin trial on Friday. It's just really an odd weekend and a sad weekend. We have a guest coming up just after 8 who is a former SWAT counter sniper who's actually been on our show before years ago when he was a homicide detective. And I think he's going to have a very unique POV.
Yeah, I remember him.
CK.
It'll be interesting to see, from his perspective, what he thought went down.
Yeah, just hearing that other, that military angle from he's a former Marine, worked in that type of job. So it would be cool to speak with him. Other news on Friday, finally Eminem's record came out. And if you remember, I think it was 6 weeks ago when that first trailer came out and everybody was talking about, the death of Slim Shady. And here was that. I'll just play it for you. This was the trailer that kind of started this whole campaign.
Through his complex and oft-criticized tongue-twisting rhymes, the blonde anti-hero known as has had no shortage of enemies.
I thought we were friends. He's not afraid. He's a psychopath.
Perhaps it's no surprise that the same rude lyrics and controversial antics which made him infamous may have ultimately led to his demise.
So who killed Slim Shady?
With such a wide field of potential suspects, finding his killer makes for a difficult task.
Well, whoever did it, I'd like to shake their hand one day.
The murder of Slim Shady has become one of the most infamous cold cases in American history. Join me as we recreate the events that led to his slaying, in the hopes that someone, somewhere, will come forward with the truth.
So the album came out Friday, and I think that everybody was a little caught off guard. I don't know why. I mean, if you follow Eminem at all, should it be that shocking?
A lot of controversy. And I will say, though, the reviews, because I went to some, reputable sites that talk about, album reviews. There are still people that do that. And one of them said that the death of Slim Shady turns into a boring slog of weak puns, dated references, and desperate attempts to get canceled by somebody, anybody, please. Wow, that's telling.
Yeah, it is really on the nose. And I had seen one piece where he had said he didn't want people to listen to just clips of it, but to listen to the whole thing as a concept album and not just clips. That being said, what do you think gets served up on social media? Nothing but clips.
Nothing but clips. And, there's all sorts of references to cancel culture, the PC police, woke BS. He goes after a lot of luminaries, hip-hop luminaries, including Kanye West, even Lizzo, along with Caitlyn Jenner, and the worst ever, Christopher Reeve, and his own mother.
Yeah, but then again, if you take it in the context of the song,
right,
is it as bad as it's portrayed? But he had to know. Look, this guy is a professional. He knows exactly the reaction that's going to be out there. When you talk about whoever had criticized him for references that were outdated, here's one that's not outdated. It's very not outdated. I thought it was a weird one also to include, but again, this is out of context. But this is his song called Fuel. Check his name checks here. He said bumpin', by the way, in the middle. That's why it wasn't beep. It sounds like effing.
Yes.
But
yes.
Helena Hutchins? What?
Yeah. He made a shocking reference. Quote, get popped like Helena Hutchins.
Yeah.
Awful.
Yeah, and then your buddy Jelly Roll, who, did a song with him.
Yeah, who was very excited about being honored to be on a new Eminem album. I'm just wondering now that the album is out and people have heard all the disses, how he feels.
Because he probably didn't know what was coming. And that dude has a huge heart.
He has a big heart, and when you're making references to paraplegics, wow.
Well, here's that clip, and warning for language, not curse words, there are some in here, the ones that we can play, but that we're playing it so you can hear it. We're not playing it to say, oh, this is the next great thing. You can make your mind up with that, but just so you can hear the type of things that are on here. And this song is called Trouble. Have a listen. So what is his goal?
I'm not really sure. I think a lot of people are saying these are sort of he's doing the same references, but they don't hold up like they used to. That's what I've seen some fans say.
But back in 2000, was it 2000 when he did the Marshall Mathers LP? That was super hardcore, so much violent imagery, and with culture wars. But like, to your point, it's in a different time now. I don't know. I guess the proof will be in the pudding. Like, how big will this record?
What are the numbers? What are people saying? It will be interesting too. I'm already seeing a lot of people coming out, artists talking about it, so we can kind of follow that this week. But because he disses a lot of artists. Yeah,
I want to see what Jelly Roll. Well, Diddy is all over it.
Oh, he slams Diddy.
Yeah, open season
hardcore
on Diddy, and Jelly Roll's comments will be telling, because I feel like if he didn't know all this was going to be like this was the theme, that he's going to feel hurt. But as you saw when he got together with him and performed in Detroit, he really likes Eminem, and he was really like touched by being included with Eminem in that show.
I can't wait to hear what he has to say if he talks about it. But you're right, though. He saves the worst for Diddy in this song called Antichrist, slamming him, of course, because of the awful video that came out of Diddy assaulting his girlfriend. More to come from Eminem's new album.
I mean,
wow.
we were told out the gate the assassination of Slim Shady was the goal, that he wanted to be canceled, like, be done. And I don't know what that means for the next phase.
Well, will there be a next phase?
I mean...
Could there? I mean, I don't know.
The reviews all over the map, but you have to take that one little piece that he said about don't listen to it in clips. Mm-hmm. It's a concept album. Listen to the whole thing and make your decision on what it is. It was definitely jarring.
The final outing for Slim Shady.
All right, we'll get to these tickets coming up for Third Eye Blind. That's what we've got all week in the Morning X ticket window. It's on the way right now. It's Bush. This is 99X.